Hello, and welcome to Kickoff Zone, your one-stop destination for all things NFL. Today we're diving deep into the jungle, into the heart of Cincinnati Bengals territory. Home to some of the most passionate fans in the league, it's hard not to get swept up in the energy of the famous Who Dey chant echoing through Paul Brown Stadium. With every growl of their beloved Bengal Tiger mascot, Who Dey, the fans roar their approval, filling the stadium with electric energy. Whether you're a die-hard member of the Who Dey Nation or an NFL enthusiast looking for an in-depth look at one of the league's rising teams, we got you covered. We'll take you through the Bengals' history, celebrate their successes, and look ahead at what the future holds for them in the 2023 season. And of course, we've got some trivia lined up for you too. So, are you ready to venture into Bengals territory? Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share buttons to join the Kickoff Zone family and stay updated with all our latest videos. Let's get going with trivia question number 1. In what year did the Bengals play their first game in the NFL? Stay tuned for the answer at the end of the video, and don't forget to keep count of how many trivia questions you get right. Let the games begin! Paul Brown had already established a reputation as an innovator and winner in football, and his vision was instrumental in setting the Cincinnati Bengals' path. The team was built from the ground up, facing the struggles typical of expansion teams. Nevertheless, the Bengals started showing promise early on, making the playoffs for the first time in their third season, a testament to Brown's leadership and foresight. The team's early years were characterized by the indomitable spirit of Cincinnati, a city known for its love of sports. The Bengals were more than just a football team. They were a symbol of pride for the city, embodying its resilience, grit, and never-say-die attitude. The fans, known as the Cincinnati Jungle, have been with the team every step of the way, growing into one of the most passionate fan bases in the NFL. Back to trivia. Here's question number 2. Who was the Cincinnati Bengals' starting quarterback in their first Super Bowl appearance?
Announcing the Bengals Fever Sweepstakes, only at Kroger. Over $1 million in prizes, including your very own Bengal tracker. Tickets to see the Bengals. Up to $5,000 in cash. And all sorts of free product prizes like these. It's easy and it's fun, so pick up your collector card and game tickets now. Available only at Kroger. Come on and catch it.
As we all know, the true measure of a team lies not just in its origins, but also in its journey. Let's delve into the Bengals' triumphs and trials in the world of NFL in our next segment. Every team has its highs and lows, its triumphs and heartbreaks, and the Cincinnati Bengals have had their fair share of each, painting a rich tapestry of football history. Their path, laid out by Paul Brown and carried on by his son Mike Brown, has seen glorious peaks and tough valleys. Fast forward from their first Super Bowl appearance in the 1981 season and their second one in 1988 to their dream run to Super Bowl 56 in 2022. The Bengals, led by the dynamic quarterback Joe Burrow and driven by a squad teeming with potential, brought an end to a 31-year playoff victory drought. And what a story it was! Against all odds, the underdogs clawed their way through the playoffs, riding a wave of hope, perseverance, and sheer belief. The world watched as the Bengals took on the Los Angeles Rams on February 13, 2022, in a game that went down to the wire. Even though they fell short in the fourth quarter, the Bengals' performance left an indelible mark on NFL history. Joe Burrow's 244 yards and 2 touchdowns, the steadfast Bengals defense, and the promising performance of wide receiver Jamar Chase are all testament to a team that is on the rise. This remarkable Super Bowl run was more than just a Cinderella story. It was a manifestation of the Bengals' resilience and fighting spirit. It etched itself into the heart of the NFL and signaled the dawn of a new era for the Cincinnati Bengals. Time for another brain teaser and trivia question number 3. In the 2021 season, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase became one of the most dynamic duos in the NFL. What record did they break together? The Bengals' story is one of persistence, resilience, and a never-say-die spirit. As we look ahead to the current season, we can only wonder what the next chapter holds for this fiercely beloved team. Fresh off another deep run into the playoffs, the Cincinnati Bengals have their eyes set on the 2023 season, ready to take another step forward. They're a young team, teeming with potential and eager to stamp their authority in the NFL. The success of the 2023 season hinges on the health and performance of star quarterback Joe Burrow. With a whopping 4,475 passing yards and 35 touchdowns under his belt from the previous season, if he stays healthy, the Bengals will be a force that few can reckon with. Yet, it's not just about Joe Cool. The Bengals boast an array of talent on offense, from the dynamic trio of wide receivers Jamar Chase, Tyler Boyd, and T. Higgins, and sturdy running back Joe Mixon. If they maintain their health and a high level of play, the Bengals could be the proud owners of one of the most explosive offenses in the NFL, and quite possibly your next Super Bowl champs in 2024. And what about defense? With emerging talents like linebacker Logan Wilson, cornerback Chidobe Awuzie, and safety Nick Scott, the Bengals defense is expected to shine in 2023. Should these players continue to evolve, the Bengals defense may be among the top tier in the NFL. There's a sense of anticipation in the air, an eagerness to see whether Joe Burrow can maintain his fitness, whether Jamar Chase continues his dominance, and whether the Bengals defense can level up. Not to forget, the biggest question of them all: could this be the year the Bengals finally clinch a Super Bowl victory? Time to wrap up trivia with question number 4. Who was the Bengals' leading receiver in the 2022 season? A rising tide in the NFL, the Bengals are a team with immense potential. Health and development will be crucial factors, but if everything aligns, this team could be a dominant force for years to come. Wow, what a journey through the land of the Bengals! Our tour covered their humble beginnings, the ups and downs through the years, the epic Super Bowl run, and a sneak peek into the future. No doubt, the Who Dey Nation has a lot to be excited about as we move closer to the 2023 NFL season. But before we leave the jungle, let's revisit the trivia questions from earlier. Answer to trivia question number 1. The Bengals played their first game in the NFL in the year 1968. Trivia question number 2. Ken Anderson was the team's starting quarterback in their first Super Bowl appearance in Super Bowl XVII in 1982. Trivia question number 3. In the 2021 season, Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase connected for an 82-yard touchdown, the longest rookie-to-rookie touchdown pass in Bengals history. And finally, the answer to trivia question number 4. The Bengals' leading receiver in the 2022 season was, of course, Jamar Chase. Let us know down in the comments how many answers you got right. And if you knew all the answers, then hats off to you, true Who Dey believer. Remember, every like, share, and subscribe helps us bring more engaging content your way. So hit those buttons and become part of the Kickoff Zone family. Until next time, keep the Who Dey spirit alive and stay tuned for more exciting journeys into the heart of your favorite NFL teams. This is the Kickoff Zone. And as always, let's keep the game going.